Welcome to Echoes of Reality, the place where stories of courage, injustice, and unexpected heroes come alive. Today's story is one that shakes the heart, challenges our sense of right and wrong, and leaves behind a lesson that can never be forgotten. It is the story of a corrupt officer who humiliated a young black girl in public, only to regret everything when a powerful man stood up to fight back. It all began on a warm afternoon in a small American town. The streets were busy, families going about their errands, children laughing in playgrounds, and the sun casting long golden shadows. Among the crowd was a young black girl named Alicia. She was only 16, bright-eyed, soft-spoken, and full of dreams. She carried her school books in her hands, walking home from class, excited to tell her mother about the essay she had just aced. But destiny had other plans that day. As Alicia walked past the corner store, a patrol car pulled up with screeching brakes. The sound cut through the air, silencing the chatter of the street. Out stepped a police officer, tall, stern-faced, with eyes that carried not justice but arrogance. He had been feared in the neighborhood for years, not because he protected the people, but because he abused his badge. His name was Officer Crane. "Hey, you!" he barked, pointing at Alicia. "Come here." She froze, startled. Her hands tightened around her books. "Me, sir?" she asked softly. "Yes, you," he growled. "What are you carrying? Looks suspicious." The people on the street slowed down, watching carefully. They knew this officer. They knew his ways. And they knew that nothing good ever came from catching his attention. Alicia stepped forward timidly and showed him her school books. "It's just my homework, sir. I was on my way home." But Officer Crane sneered. "Don't lie to me. You kids always have something to hide. Open your bag." Her voice trembled. I don't have a bag. Just these books." The officer's eyes narrowed. Without warning, he snatched the books from her hands and threw them to the ground. Pages scattered across the sidewalk like broken wings. The crowd gasped, but no one dared intervene. Tears welled in Alicia's eyes as she bent down to gather her books. "Please, sir, those are my assignments. They're important." But he didn't care. He grabbed her by the arm, rough and unkind. "Don't talk back to me. I know your type. Always causing trouble." The world seemed to blur around her. People whispered, some recorded on their phones. But fear kept them rooted in place. No one wanted to face the wrath of Officer Crane. Just when it seemed Alicia's dignity would be stripped away completely, a shadow fell across the scene. A towering figure approached, his presence alone commanding silence. Broad-shouldered, powerful, and with a face known to millions. His name was Marcus Johnson, a famous actor and former wrestler, a man the world admired not just for his strength, but for his heart. But in this moment, he was not a celebrity. He was simply a man who had seen enough. He stepped forward, his deep voice cutting through the tension. "Let her go!" Officer Crane turned, annoyed. "Who are you to tell me what to do? Stay out of this!" Marcus's eyes locked onto the officer's, unflinching. "I said let her go. She's a child, and you're abusing your badge." The crowd stirred, murmurs growing louder. Phones rose higher, capturing every second. This was no longer just an incident. It was becoming a reckoning. Crane scoffed. "Listen, big guy, I don't care who you think you are. This is police business." Marcus took a step closer, his voice calm but firm, each word carrying the weight of justice. "Police business is protecting the innocent, not humiliating them. Police business is serving the community, not terrorizing it. What you're doing is not law, it's cruelty." The officer's grip loosened slightly, uncertainty flickering in his eyes. For the first time, the crowd saw him hesitate. Alicia, still trembling, looked up at Marcus with silent gratitude. His towering presence felt like a shield between her and the cruelty she had just endured. Marcus gently guided her behind him, then faced Crane fully. "You think strength is in a uniform, in a badge, in fear. But real strength is in respect. Real strength is in lifting others up, not tearing them down." The silence of the street was deafening. Every eye was fixed on them. Every camera was recording. The officer stepped back, his bravado crumbling under the weight of truth. He muttered something under his breath and released Alicia completely. Marcus bent down, picked up her scattered books, and handed them back to her. His voice softened as he said, "You hold your head high, young lady. Don't ever let anyone make you feel less than who you are." Tears streamed down her cheeks, but this time they were mixed with relief. She clutched her books tightly and nodded. The crowd erupted, not in chaos, but in applause. For once, justice had stood tall on the street, not through violence, but through courage and truth. The officer, humiliated and exposed, retreated to his car and drove away, leaving behind the echoes of his shame. Marcus turned to the people, his voice carrying like thunder. Never stay silent in the face of injustice, because silence only feeds it. Together, we are stronger than fear. And with that, he walked Alicia home, ensuring she reached safely. For her, that day would forever be etched in memory, not just for the pain, but for the moment someone stood up and fought back. The story spread like wildfire across the town, then the country. Clips of the confrontation went viral. People shared it not just because of who Marcus was, but because of what he represented: strength, compassion, justice. And in the echoes of reality, the lesson was clear. Power without respect is nothing. And when good people choose to stand up, darkness has no place to hide. Thank you for watching Echoes of Reality. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because here, every story carries an echo, and every echo carries a